Welcome to MojoPlays, and for this list we're looking over the most dazzling areas to be found in Game of the Year contender Clair Obscure Expedition 33. This game is full of beautiful and mind-bending locales, and these are just some of our favourites. Before we continue, we publish content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Spring Meadows. The earliest location chronologically to appear in the game, Spring Meadows, pens the journey with a peaceful charm, bathed in warm sunlight and dotted with wild flowers. Soft character dialogue and gentle musical score create a soothing yet slightly wistful atmosphere. This quiet beauty establishes an emotional undertone that lingers throughout the game. Its serene, rolling hills stand in quiet contrast to the darker themes that lie ahead. Despite the danger, its innate tranquility keeps us coming back again and again and again. The Reacher. The final axon you encounter in the whole game is the Reacher. Technically optional, this entity symbolizes Renoir's perception of Alicia, in stark contrast to Aline's more negative view. Where Aline sees weakness, Renoir sees limitless promise. That's why the Reacher is named She Who Grasps the Sky. Her realm is a towering structure of rough boards and nails stretching endlessly upward. Despite constant attacks from the local Nevrons gnawing at its base, the Reacher and her followers persist, building ever higher. It seems Renoir intended this to reflect Alicia's shaky yet growing abilities. It's a truly breathtaking structure to take in. The Manor. The Manor stands as one of the game's most enigmatic locations, and you can see why. Scattered across the continent are doors that lead to its many chambers. Through Alicia's flashback, we learn that the Manor is a painted replica of the Descendre family's real-world estate, recreated down to the smallest detail. Presumably, it's where the painted Descendres lived before the fracture. The estate is lavish, featuring ample space for the family, along with a library, kitchen, and greenhouse. Clearly, the Descendres were flush.
Nice.
Visages. The four colossal axons found at the edge of the continent each symbolize a member of the Descendre family, excluding Renoir. The first one you'll likely encounter, at least among the still living, is Visages, who resides on an island that shares his name. The island is littered with expressions, joy, sorrow, fury, each dominating its own region. These sections are visually distinct. The joy realm is sunlit and golden, the sadness zone is cloaked in endless rain, and the rage districts burn endlessly. The symbolism is deliberately on the nose, and we're so okay with it.
Flames that rage.
Old Lumiere.
Welcome, my friends, to Old Lumiere.
Old Lumiere marks the original location of the city before the fracture shattered it. In what seems like a deliberate move by Clair to initiate the unraveling of the world, the remains of Old Lumiere were quickly consumed by waves of powerful Nevrons, leading to a mass civilian casualty and total devastation. Now it serves more as a graveyard than a city, and a graveyard has never been so breathtaking. A bleak monument to what was lost in the wake of the fracture, any remnants of peace or stability are long buried beneath ruin. The most striking feature of Old Lumiere is the colossal corpse of the Hauler, one of the axons. Look, breathe, enjoy.
Tim. Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first.
Forgotten Battlefield. The forgotten battlefield stands as a somber monument of the 67 years of bloodshed that came before the events of the game, showcasing both the triumphs and the devastating toll of earlier campaigns. This vast, quarry-like expanse is strewn with remains and rustling relics of the brutal weapons once wielded. Perhaps the most harrowing area is the deep pit near the tree line. It's a grotesque trophy pile formed from the countless expeditioners that were slaughtered. It's heavy and still oddly stunning. Lumiere. Lumiere stands as humanity's final stronghold within the canvas, a fragment of the original city cast into the open sea. At first glance, it appears more like a shattered relic than a livable space. Buildings lean and crumble, the streets are scarred with melted slag, and the forlorn crooked tower watches over it all. Yet despite the decay, signs of life push stubbornly through. Rooftop gardens bloom with colour, the marketplace buzzes with activity, and ships crowd the harbour for both expeditions and daily trade. You feel the warmth and tragedy across every street corner, and after that gut punch of a prologue, you understand why it's worth protecting.
Papa?
Sks Nest.
Golgra said to shout the password as loud as we can. Well, Gustav.
Sks Nest, fittingly, is the cozy sanctuary of the legendary happy-go-lucky creature. It's where he soaks in his favourite pool after long flights, admires his treasured collection of rocks, and occasionally ruffles the feathers of the cantankerous neighbour. The nest stands out as one of the few genuinely cheerful places on the continent. There are no threatening nevrons, and the entire area glows with a soft, vibrant light. It radiates a comforting, almost nostalgic energy like a child's hideout or secret clubhouse. In short, it reflects the goodwill and warmth of its namesake.
My lair. You can't just walk into someone's home without knocking. That is incredibly rude.
Is that... Are you Francois?
Serens Colosseum.
The architecture looks very different here.
This kind of place never existed before the fracture.
Arguably the most formidable and unsettling of the Axons is the one Renoir created to embody his wife. Towering and doll-like, Serene is adorned in an elegant gown and forever twirls in a state of joyous abandon. Renoir's depiction isn't exactly kind. His view of Aileen suggests she loses herself in fantasy, often ignoring the consequences it has on reality. Her domain, the Colosseum, mirrors this contradiction, stunning yet crumbling. The nevrons that accompany her barely acknowledge you unless provoked. It is sinister, yet gorgeous in equal measure. The sun-swept bursts of sand and rock are so visually striking, you can't help but pause and drink it all in. Flying waters. Though it's only the second major location visited in-game, Flying Waters perfectly sets up the surreal vibe that defines the rest of your journey. The environment resembles an ocean floor, yet the water exists above instead of below. Coral and other undersea flora stick out everywhere you look, giving it a labyrinth quality, hiding away both secrets and enemies in its denser areas. With its crumbling architecture, Flying Waters may also contain remnants of old Lumiere, now transformed into a strange aquatic dreamscape. You will be transfixed from your first step to your last as you wander through. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MojoPlays and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of our latest videos.